What do you desire? What motivates you to wake up every morning? What sort of life would you like to live? Look to the person to your right, and now onto your left, or ask yourself this: what if money wasn't an object? How would you really enjoy spending your life? You'll be amazed by, as a result of our kind of education system, how many doctors would say they wanted to be poets, or how many engineers had a passion for writing. But as everybody knows, you can't earn any money that way. Or another person says, well, I'd like to have an outdoors kind of life and ride horses. I said, you want to teach in a writing school? Let's go through with it. What do you want to do? And how can you go on in living your life to its fullest? The world is a scary place. My father passed away that year. I remember it all too well. I suppose most children my age would become rebellious or angry in my situation. But for me, the world just seemed to stop. My mother tried her best to be strong for the both of us, but it was a heavy load for her to handle. But she was always there, no matter what. Acting was the only friend that I had, the only thing that made sense in this world. She supported me though, always there at every performance with joy and fascination in her eyes. So what do you want to be when you grow up? The question that most teachers and parents tease us with. Most students would reply with, I don't know, or I haven't decided yet. In most cases, they know exactly what they want to spend the rest of their life doing, but their parents haven't approved of it. See, we're at the stage where getting the top grades and entering top universities matters the most. But have you ever stopped and asked yourself, what do I desire? How many of you have heard this? If you're not doing well in your school grades, then you wouldn't be able to live a good life. Now I ask this: how many of you have memorized an equation or a question just 5 minutes before an exam, and that question didn't turn up, and you got a higher mark? Does that make you a smarter person? Because if it does, you're absolutely wrong. When you go to school, you should have the mentality of, I want to get more knowledge, not the higher grades. When you finally get down to something that you really enjoy, I tell you to do that and forget about the money. Because if you're saying that getting the money is the most important thing, you will spend your life completely wasting your time. You'll be doing things you don't like doing in order to go on living. That is, to go on to do things you don't like doing, which is stupid. Better to have a short life that is full of what you like doing than a long life spent in a miserable way. And after all, you're the one that will be waking up every morning to do that job. And if you do really like what you're doing, it wouldn't matter what time it is, because you enjoy doing it. And it doesn't matter what it is, because you'll eventually turn it. You could eventually become a master of it. It's the only way to become a master of something, to be really with it. And then you'll be able to get a good fee, or whatever it is. So don't worry too much. Anything you can be interested in, you'll find others too. But it's absolutely absurd to spend your time doing things you don't like, in order to go spending on things you don't like, and to teach your children to follow in the same track. See, what we're doing here is we're bringing up children and educating them to live the same sort of lives we are living, in order for them to justify themselves and find satisfaction in life by bringing up their children, to bring up their children to do the same thing, so it's all retch and no vomit. It never gets there. And so, therefore, it's very important to consider the question, what do I desire?